Guys, Chelsea has lost yet another game. They've gone ahead to lose another game in the Premier League, and that takes their total of number of games lost to 8. They've gone ahead to lose 8 games, drawn 4, and they have only 6 wins, and that puts their tally to only 22 points. Wolverhampton Wanderers have gone ahead to win their 6th game of the season, and they've gone ahead to draw 4 and lost 8, and they're also having 22 points. They are on level with Chelsea. Welcome to the Rokani Media Football. How are you guys, and where are you watching us from? I go by the names of Rokan David. Smash like button, comment and share. If you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. This has been the last game of match day 18th in the Premier League, and it has ended in tears for the side of Chelsea. Remember, Man United fans, yesterday we were all tears because we went ahead to lose against West Ham away at the London Stadium. And Chelsea comes to obviously add itself to one of the big teams that went ahead to lose in the mid of the week, over the weekend, and they went ahead to lose by 2-1. Nkunku on target. I think that's one of the biggest positives, but I think not him in the top. I think it's only Spurs that has gone ahead to win, because Aston Villa drew with Sheffield, Arsenal drew with Liverpool, Aston Villa drew, who else? Newcastle was beaten. It was hard for teams to win over the weekend, and it looks like it's only one team that goes by Tottenham Hotspur that really came out as winners, and that acts really well for the side of Man City, because when they come and they win their game in hand, at least they'll have to know that at least they are. I think Arsenal is at 40. When they win their game, they'll be like 3 points behind Arsenal, right? And they can obviously be 2 points behind Liverpool. So this is the 24th. Tomorrow is Christmas Day. I don't know what your plans for Christmas are, but for my case here, I'm here to obviously discuss the game of football. It was in the 51st minute at the beginning of the second half. Mario Lamina made it 1 for the side of Wolverhampton Wanderers. And to make it worse, 90th plus the 3rd minute, Matt Doherty made it 2-0, and then Christopher Nkunku pulled 1 3 minutes later, and they couldn't obviously level this game of football, and they went ahead to obviously lose this game. But one will ask, what is really wrong with Chelsea? I tell you what, I watched this game, and Chelsea created very many chances, and it's all about them not killing off the chances. Like I said when Man United was losing to West Ham, that if you don't really make your chances count, then you have no one to blame. You have no one to blame. You have to make your chances count. Your chances that you create should always be made to count. If you don't make them count, then you have no one to blame. Like, for example, let me show you here that Chelsea was over Wolverhampton Wanderers. And look at that. This is Ahmad Broja with a big chance in just 4 minutes, And it took so long to shoot. And I think Broja came in and Lamina came in and really closed him down. So that is really another huge chance that never really went ahead to be really executed with precision by Ahmad Broja. And let me show you another chance. I'm a man of action, right? Again, another one came in through. There you go. That is it. Another one came in through. It was a chance for Broja, but he misses the ball. You get? I think this was Palmer really coming in with what we call a pullback. That was another chance 6 minutes later. I want to really show you that it was really the fault of Chelsea for not to win this game. They really failed to kill off their chances when they created them. And when Wolverhampton Wanderers got their chance, they obviously went ahead to obviously do the needful. So let's go here. I want to bring you more chances. You get? There is this one that most of you really thought that it was going to go in. There is another one. You see it? Sterling found Jackson with a perfect pass, but he can't control the ball. You get? So, look. This is Nicholas Jackson after Sterling found him and couldn't obviously control the ball, and they went ahead to obviously lose it. So, this is really a very huge picture that it's a matter of time for Chelsea to obviously start putting those balls at the back of the net, They even got a free kick on the edge of the 18 box area. That is Chelsea. They got a free kick. And guess who was brought down? It was none other than Sterling, was brought down on the edge of the 18 box area. I think it was by Lamina, and a free kick was given. And let's see how was it executed. So remember, Sterling went ahead to score a free kick. They were playing a certain team and scored a free kick. I think against Newcastle, he scored a free kick. Then he stood in the free kick. It was in a very perfect position, but it really went over the bar. It was a terrible execution towards goal, and the effort never really even threatened the goalkeeper for the side of Wolverhampton Wanderers. So they had lots and lots of chances. And if at all you watch that game, you will understand that you have to blame Chelsea for what they really went ahead to do and not win this game. And this was the best chance of the game for Chelsea to obviously make it 1-0 in the 31st minute in the first half. Look, from the center, Sterling went selfish. He had Palmer here and Nicholas Jackson. I think this was Modric and this was Nicholas Jackson. And everyone asked himself, why did he really just square the ball to these people? And he went in for selfish effort, and the goalkeeper really used his foot to obviously stop it. He used it to stop it, and it was really, 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 really annoying. And Chelsea fans were really pissed off with how this man went ahead to make a decision to go on and really not pass. This is selfishness of the highest order. Selfishness of the highest order. Remember Mohamed Salah yesterday when Arsenal was playing Liverpool? When reaching this situation, what he did was simple. He obviously passed it to Trent Alexander-Arnold, who was here, and the onus was off Mohamed Salah, and it was really on Trent because Trent just hit the ball and really rattled off the crossbar. So when you look at Sterling there, you have a lot of questions, and these are things that really make you win games and you regret. And for the time I've gone ahead to watch the game of football for, I've really gotten to know that every time you get a chance and don't use it, do you know what happens? Do you know what happens when you don't use it? When your opponent gets the chance, he will use it and will beat you. I saw it, at Manchester United against West Ham yesterday. Man United had all chances, but guess what? They couldn't score. West Ham just got only two clear-cut chances, and they made it too. You get? So this was the same song being sung at the Molineux, because Chelsea, as I've gone ahead to show you, they had very many chances before the team of Wolverhampton Wanderers went ahead to obviously score their first goal and second one. Chelsea really had better chances. And after all those chances were missed, Hwang, you know him very well. He's from South Korea. He really got this chance, and he shot wide. You get? He shot wide. But it showed you that after Chelsea missed all those chances, sorry about that, Wolverhampton Wanderers woke up and got to know that we need to wake up and obviously do the needful, because if we don't, we are obviously going to lose everything. And they went ahead to obviously put in another gear, and they started to attack Chelsea. And this is when you saw to it that anytime from now, something was going to go in there for you. And they were attacking in huge numbers, and there was even a call for handball. There was a call for handball, You look, there was a call for handball in that central defense of Chelsea. You get? Because they had gone ahead to surge the final third. So it showed you that they had gone ahead to really give Chelsea a little bit of respect. And when they saw either Chelsea is not scoring, then they went ahead to obviously come in through and really did the needful. Before they scored, Petrovic went ahead to obviously put in a very beautiful save. You look at it, what a header. And Petrovic went ahead to save it. So they went ahead to save it. And Wolverhampton Wanderers was growing in confidence that they can obviously kill off this game. And obviously, what happened? A goal came in through from Lamina in the 51st minute, and it was really counting. And Chelsea, Colville went ahead to put down, is it Hwang? Wolverhampton Wanderers was all over them. having gotten chances and failed to obviously execute them, Wolverhampton Wanderers was all over them. Look at Hwang being brought down by Colwill, and VAR said no penalty. So a lot was in this game, and it was all about one person. It was all about the man himself. That is Doherty, who went ahead to obviously score the second goal. So in the second half, it never stopped there. Chelsea continued to get very many chances, but they couldn't execute these chances. Look at that. Look at that, guys. This is Nicholas Jackson with a very huge opportunity to go all out and really make it 1-1 in the 54th minute. 3 minutes after, Wolverhampton Wanderers were going to hit obviously take a lead, but he missed out on that chance, and it was really very, very baffling. And he went down, and the goalkeeper went ahead to obviously get hold of that ball. So it's not that Chelsea never created chances. Chelsea created chances, right? They created chances, but they are not finishing off these chances. And everyone will ask, why is he not looking out for the best of these players? And these players are really going to obviously get themselves not going. Now, there was this chance, this was a huge one, and the ball was going to cross the line, and it was cleared off the line. You get? And Totti went ahead to clear that ball off the line. It was a very, very, very huge chance that they went ahead to miss out on, and they would have gone ahead to level in the 64th minute. And it looks like maybe luck was not on their side, but you have to stand in the way of luck for luck to obviously work in your favor. We all know that. Again, guys, Chelsea went ahead to attack. Chelsea attacked. They attacked and attacked and attacked and attacked, but all was in vain. Look at Sterling again in a very good shooting angle. 64th minute. Nothing really came in through from that chance that Sterling faced the goalkeeper. So it was really huge. And then they went ahead to obviously add 11 minutes. And they added 11 minutes. Doherty went ahead to obviously double that goal. And in 2 consecutive games, by the way, for Chelsea, they've found themselves in a situation when Badiashile has been one of those. There is no way you cannot exonerate. There is no way you can exonerate Badiashile. Against Newcastle in the midweek, the first goal they conceded is because of Badiashile. And today, Badiashile just went ahead to obviously try to stop that ball, and he ended up really setting up in the vicinity of Doherty. That is Badiashile for you. And a lot continue to go on. So I think Chelsea should try to find one thing to do out of the two. If you can't score very many goals, defend better. That is it. If you can't score very many goals, find means of defending better such that you cannot be broken down by your opponents. Because every time you concede goals like that, then you are not going to obviously compete with the team that you're supposed to be competing for. Because I tell you, that table is still open. If a team can go on a run of like 6-7 wins, you'll see where that team will be. So this is going to be one of the most competitive leagues in the history of the Premier League, and Chelsea are really struggling. I think the hugest positive is Nkunku. He did justice to the cross that was brought in by Raheem Sterling. He really did good justice to that cross, and it all went in well. So for me, I see Nkunku as one of their saviors, and in their next fixtures they're going to play, I would love to see Nkunku coming in through and obviously doing the needful to start, because Nicholas Jackson has shown us that he's getting chances, he's not really executing them. Now they need to start Nkunku to see to it that they really bring in fresh blood and see how he'll obviously create, chances and obviously kill them off. I'm having Namatovo Elisha. Hey, Rokani, Chelsea is struggling. He's really still struggling. Yeah, they're still struggling. Mabonga Jackson tells me Chelsea is not clinical in their finishing. Yeah, they are really not clinical, and they're really struggling to obviously kill off these games of football. Then Namatovo, I even don't even know whether they will finish in the first 10. They're going to become better. they're going to become better. Trust me, they're going to become better. You know, a team is always there, and time will come when Chelsea is going to have a very good run. That is it. Chelsea is going to come in through. What time is going to come when Chelsea is really having a good run, and they're obviously going to really ease past every team they're going to play. So I understand the situation they are into. All what they have to do is to back their manager, because they are playing some good football, they are creating chances, and one thing is really left: executing it. You know, and they did the mistake by sacking Graham Potter, because if Graham Potter had been with his team, you know, throughout last season, goes to the preseason with Chelsea in America, he would have gone ahead to come in this season when he's having really a better and better team. But they went ahead to make a very, very, very bad decision on sacking him. And I pray they don't sack Pochettino, because you cannot do the same things expecting different results. And that's the definition of insanity, that doing the same thing, expecting different results. Chelsea is really in a good model. They're having good players, but all they need is to see that these players really get cohesion and that time to come when everything they touch turns into gold. I think that's the most important bit of the side of Chelsea in the making, with the manager of them, that is Pochettino. They just need to obviously find themselves winning 2, 3, 4, 5 consecutive games. And I think everyone will say they are back on the wheel. You get? And they'll obviously say Poch on the wheel. Now, Wolverhampton Wanderers had 14 shots. Chelsea had 16. Wolverhampton Wanderers had 16 shots, had 6 shots on target. Chelsea had 5 shots on target. 31% ball possession by Wolverhampton Wanderers, and Chelsea had 69% ball possession. 254 passes completed by Wolverhampton Wanderers, 588 passes completed by Chelsea, 64% passing accuracy, 87% passing accuracy for Chelsea, 11 fouls by Wolverhampton Wanderers, 9 fouls by Chelsea, 3 yellow cards to Wolverhampton Wanderers and 6 yellow cards to Chelsea. Then 0 red cards to both sides, but there was a VAR check when Lamina went low onto the shin of Raheem Sterling, but they never really called for a red card. 3 offsides. Sorry about that. 3 offsides for Wolverhampton Wanderers and 0 offsides for Chelsea. 10 corners for Wolverhampton Wanderers and 6 corners for Chelsea. That is it. So that's how everything really went in through, and showed you that Chelsea really had almost the lion's share of everything, but they couldn't really kill off their chances. We go to the table and how it's obviously standing. Arsenal, 18 games, 40 points. Liverpool, 18 games, 39 points. Aston Villa, 18 games, 39 points. Tottenham Hotspur, 18 games, 36 points. Man City, 17 games, 34 points. West Ham, 18 games, 30 points. Newcastle, 18 games, 29 points. Man United, 18 games, 28 points. Brighton, 18 games, 27 points. And Chelsea, they're having 18 games with 22 points. That's the top half of the Premier League table, and that's how things have gone ahead to pan out match day 18. Looks like Brentford, Bournemouth, Man City are the only teams that have gone ahead to play 17 games with Luton Town. So we wait and see how they're obviously going to come in through and obviously catch up with others. But I tell you that's some good news. Tomorrow, there is no Premier League football, but on the 26th of December, at 15:30 hours, Newcastle is hosting Nottingham Forest. Nottingham Forest lost to Bournemouth yesterday by 3-2 under the new manager, Then we'll be having Sheffield United versus Luton Town at 18 hours. Then Tuesday, 26th, Bournemouth will be playing Fulham. Again, Burnley will be hosting Liverpool, right? 20-30 hours. That is on 26th. And the 26th will be summed up with a big one. Man United versus Aston Villa. 23 hours at the lights of Old Trafford. Then 27th, we're having Chelsea versus Crystal Palace, 22:30 hours. Brentford versus Wolverhampton Wanderers. That is another one, and that will be played at the same time that of Chelsea. And Man City will be playing Everton, on the 27th, 23:15 hours. That's when they'll obviously be playing in there for you. Then on the 28th, that is match day 19, by the way, to sum up the first half of the Premier League season, Brighton will host Tottenham Hotspur. Big game to watch. That will be on Thursday. Then Arsenal will close up the 19th match day by hosting West Ham at the Emirates Stadium. So that is it. And we'll go back 2 days later and then see how the game of football will be played in there for you. So Chelsea have gone ahead to obviously find themselves in a position of really losing games. Another game has been lost by Chelsea. And Two Mouths Comedy, we are going to every day. All right, thank you. Then we are having Brestford Femi. Hey guys, thank you for watching in through, and it's always nice having you on this channel. So I found it very important to come in through and obviously have a say about this loss of Chelsea, and hope you guys are really going to go into the comment section and tell me what your thoughts are about this beautiful game of football. But Chelsea still has a long way to go, and I don't know how they're obviously going to get out of this mess. But all in all, they have to continue doing the needful, because Rome wasn't built in one day. They're under a new ownership, under a new management, and they're having new staff, so they should give this new staff time. It's the same thing I told to Arsenal fans. We are really calling in for the sacking of Mikel Arteta, that no way you are going to sack Mikel Arteta. Why do you have to sack him? Why do you have to sack him? You cannot say you're going to sack Mikel Arteta, because you need what we call consistency, and that consistency is built up by you not sacking managers. Every time you continue sacking managers like that, it's obviously going to turn out ugly. And that's what Chelsea should obviously go ahead and obviously understand, that it's really a huge side. It's really something important to really keep your manager. And the more you keep your manager and he really lasts for long, the more chances of yourself really gaining what we call stability. And when you gain stability, you'll steer yourself into the best time possible. That's what Chelsea is supposed to be doing. So let them really take the blueprint of Arsenal, blueprint of Liverpool, blueprint of Manchester City. All those teams are where they are because they went ahead to really give their managers the time they deserved to build their team. So the same applies to Man United, and those that really want Erik Ten Hag out. Ten Hag needs time. Get it from me. Ten Hag needs time, and that time should be given to him by the fans. If the fans back him, no one is going to sack him, right? So let's go to some of the facts and the records have gone ahead to be set by Wolverhampton Wanderers today at the Molineux, and this is coming from Ben Grounds of Sky Sports, that it's now wins against Manchester City, Tottenham Hotspur, and Chelsea for Wolverhampton Wanderers at Molineux. You can add to the draws against Newcastle and Aston Villa. He added and said, this is proving a fruitful place for Gary O'Neill's side this season. Chelsea are the only side that haven't trailed at halftime in the Premier League games this season, heading into the break level of on 14 occasions and leading 4 times. But they again have looked so directionless after the break. So, talking about them being directionless, it's really one of those moments that everyone saw, because when you really reach that level, when you've gone ahead to create those chances and not really kill them off in this first half, that means in the second half we expect you not to put your hand on the handbrake. We expect you to put on another gear, get into another gear by putting your foot onto the pedal. That's what we're supposed to do. But Chelsea went ahead to do the opposite, and trust me, no one is really surprised for their imploding at the end of the game. Then we have another stat that I need you guys to really read through and really understand better, that no side has lost more Premier League matches in 2023 than Chelsea. They've gone ahead to lose 19, with only Almeria 24, SV, Werder Bremen 20, and Empoli 20 have lost more games than the Blues across the big 5 European leagues this calendar year. So it is really looking nasty for Chelsea, but I don't want to see anyone calling in for the sacking of Pochettino. Just leave Pochettino there. Let him grow with his players. Let him grow this team. And the moment he grows this team, the rest will be history. That is it. And secondly, Wolverhampton Wanderers have won consecutive top flight matches against Chelsea for the first time since 1975, a run of 3, and are unbeaten in their last 4 against the Blues at Molineux. So, in the last 4 games, Chelsea have gone ahead to play at the Molineux, the stadium of Wolverhampton Wanderers. They've gone. Sorry about that. Chelsea have gone ahead to really lose 3 times and draw once. Then Chelsea have lost 4 consecutive away Premier League games for the first time since December 2020 under Claudio Ranieri. And yeah, by the way, there are 4 consecutive losses for Chelsea. A loss against Manchester United, a loss against Brighton, a loss against Wolverhampton Wanderers. I think those losses mount to 4. So that is it. Chelsea have lost 4 consecutive Premier League games for the first time under Claudio Ranieri. So 4 consecutive away games, because they went ahead to win against Sheffield over the weekend, but they've gone ahead to lose against this team. Then Wolverhampton Wanderers have scored at least once in 16 consecutive top flight matches at Molineux for the first time since 1970, meaning that Gary O'Neill is obviously coming in through to make a very huge statement at the stadium of Wolverhampton Wanderers. So those are the stats I really want to bring you and really flaunt onto you, such that you should obviously get to know about them. I know Pochettino is really a very unhappy man, but you have nothing to do. Sometimes it's beyond the manager. And this is something that I've gone ahead to hate. My entire time I've gone ahead to watch the game of football. That every time the team is winning, the hails go to the manager. You know, every time the team loses, obviously, do you know who they slate? They obviously slate the manager. That is really, 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 really very unbecoming. And I really believe that doesn't really happen. And there are some other stats that I'm going to have to put here. Mario Lamina has scored 3 Premier League goals for Wolverhampton Wanderers this season, all at Molineux, as many as his previous 4 campaigns in the competition combined, 93. So Mario Lamina has 3 goals this season. And trust me, he's one of those midfielders I know he's going to be on the market in this summer transfer window. Teams are going to go for him. He plays with high intensity. He doesn't really lose the ball, and he's going to hit to add scoring goals onto his game. Then Matt Doherty scored his first Premier League goal for Wolverhampton Wanderers since March 2020 versus Tottenham Hotspur, and his first at Molineux since December 2019 versus Man City. So it has been all about fast things. Even Christopher Nkunku became the 27th player to score on his Premier League debut for Chelsea, and first to do as a substitute since Alvaro Morata versus Burnley in August 2019. So Christopher Nkunku has gone ahead to score his first Chelsea goal, in his first Premier League debut. That's why I told you they should obviously call in for this guy to obviously not get injured again. He might be the lifeline of Chelsea and the beginning of the new era at Chelsea, that they must really kill off those chances they score, because Chelsea creates very many chances, but do they score them? The answer is no. Now, lastly, Chelsea have missed 36 of their 57 big chances in the Premier League this season, more than any other side, while only Man United have a bigger negative differential between expected goals and goals scored than Chelsea, who have netted 29 goals from an XG of 35.8. So even Manchester United is facing the same problems. That is it. They're creating chances, but they are not killing them off. That is really ugly. And you just get to know that sometimes you need God to come in through and obviously embroider you into a new person, and they need to be killing off these chances better and better and better. So guys, thank you, Alicia, for watching it through. Jackson, Too Much Comedy, Femi, Benedict, it has been nice having you on this channel, and thank you for obviously coming in through to obviously tell me your views and express them live here onto this channel. Chelsea has lost yet another game on the road this season. They've gone ahead to lose 4 consecutive games on the road. That was really unheard of. It last happened under Ranieri, but when you're really doing a rebuild, all that happens. And the best blueprint that anyone can understand is that of Arsenal. Arteta made 4 years at Arsenal this week, I think around Wednesday or Thursday, around the 19th of December 2019, they made him the first coach or the permanent coach of Arsenal. And he really had a very fast 2.5 seasons. They are really terrible. But after those 2.5 seasons, look at what he's offering for Arsenal. It's really very important to note and not obviously go ahead and really say, let's sack the manager. Sacking a manager has never been a solution. All what you have to do, stick with your manager, back him, and the rest will be coming in through. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload here on a daily. Rokan David remains my name. I sign out for now. See you later, and may the living to God bless you abundantly. The Muslims, Barakallahu Fikum. Merry Christmas to you guys and a Happy New Year. Merry Christmas is tomorrow. We are going to be broadcasting for us, no matter whether it's Christmas or not. We are here to serve you. Ciao, ciao.